Hey, what's up, world? Donut here. We're gonna be doing some PSO2 streaming. Trying to bring PSO2 to the masses. PSO originally was an awesome game on the Dreamcast and GameCube and Xbox. And yeah, PSO2 was in beta a while ago. Played that, was pretty okay. But PSO2 is now officially a Japan thing. It's a pretty incredible game. As you can see, it is mostly in Japanese still. You gotta get the English patch to really make use of it. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a few runs here. I'm having to redo an old quest because NPC quest has a thing in there, so we're gonna do that. Anyways, PSO2, besides being a great game, is pretty straightforward actually. Even though it's mostly in Japanese, English patch is pretty nice, but yeah, you'll see some interesting things like the ads come up and just a lot more action, a lot more activity going on in the game. I mean, the original PSO was pretty great, but it did lack a lot of interaction. Used to have some of the old throwbacks like Rappies, so awesome. As you can see, I'm dropping combos like it's Street Fighter. What am I doing? Anyways, um, as far as it goes, I definitely think it's worth getting this game with the English patch and everything. Just because it's really just the next PSO. I mean, a lot of you may have played Phantasy Star Universe, PSP, the portable versions, and they were okay. I mean, yeah, they were pretty great games, but they honestly were not to the same standard as Phantasy Star and Phantasy Star Online. But I feel like PSO2, like Sega, feels like they really brought it back to what made PSO so great and really added on to it. I mean, yeah, you have ads, which people just think it's all negative and stuff, but so far it's great. And I really doubt we're gonna have these ads in the if they ever release it on English or an American version. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's a great game. It has photon arts like PSU, PSP, and they're pretty cool. Um, but yeah, having this game in the US would be great. Still hoping Sega releases it. They probably will. It's a pretty new game. But yeah, it's totally worth it. Even if they don't release it with a US version, it still is a great game. He's all looking for me. Get up, yeah! And you still get to enjoy pretty much the whole game for free if you'd like. That's the best part. It's free to play. Um, without really any worries. I mean, you can buy stuff on the game. At the start of each quest, you can spend your in-game currency for perks. Well, not really perks, just slight boosts. You can get Shift at the band and possibly others, or like Guts for what was it? I forget what Guts does. Anyways, I believe it's more health. Anyways, you can spend your in-game currency for that, and it's all gravy if you want to spend a couple of your extra meseta to do that. Or you can be real hardcore, you can use real money, and the real money versions of Shift Center Band are the premium versions, which, well, as you would assume, is a lot more powerful. So you can get more powerful attack and defense buffs, you can get a bunch of extra health, whatever. Good times. You know, you don't really need it, but it's possible. Just to kind of let you know what's going on here, we're just doing the quest. Most of the quests here just go into a level, exterminate some creatures, leave. So far, I haven't seen anything really, I don't know, much more advanced. you'll see some of these quests, they give out like these orders out of nowhere, typically when like stronger enemies come out, and you'll see that it's either something like, usually something like exterminate, obviously kill all the things, big surprise there, but you'll see other orders come up over time, like don't get hit a certain amount of times. There's also certain event quests where you get blessed by like, I want to call him the flying spaghetti monster. Like that's really what it is, and you're supposed to let him hit you twice so he can grant your wishes. I mean, think of that whatever you want, but that's just a flying spaghetti monster. There's not really any way to get around that, and it's pretty entertaining. But yeah, lots of stuff to do in the game. Most of it just same old PSO stuff. Go over to Forest 1, kill stuff, you jump to my monkey and die, and it's a lot of fun. Parties are increased, which is awesome, to I believe 8. I really haven't seen limit, didn't even look for one, and it honestly doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's just go back into these areas here, explore them real quick. Didn't do that last time either. Anyways, yeah, it's just completing the quest. Just running around doing stuff. Right now I'm playing on the 360 pad. It seems to be pretty common. You can use a keyboard as well, but I've always been a fan of a pad on the PSO, PSU, what have you. It just feels more natural. I mean, I started playing this on the Dreamcast way back in the old days. So, one big difference you'll see on PSO2 is that, well, first of all, this is using the old, I don't even know what to call it, the old PlayStation style, where A is back and B is go, which is super weird, but whatever. This isn't good. Anyways, yeah, the cool thing here is you no longer have to do hard, medium, heavy attacks and all that weird stuff. It's all just one attack button. Just to kind of streamline the PSO experience. And you'll see the red circle come down. When you attack in the red circle, it's just a heavy attack. You don't have to do anything extra, it just does more damage. Which doesn't seem like it's all that complicated, especially with guns. I mean, looks pretty straightforward. But on things like the sword, it's actually pretty tough because it comes down pretty quick. So you'll see me miss the heavy attack quite often. Is he gonna? He's gone. Okay. I'm probably drop me something, but nope. Oh, and one big great news for all you PSO lovers out there. Besides being able to cut grass, no more photon drops that I've seen. Well, there probably are photon drops, let's be honest, but I haven't seen any yet. And, well, there probably are some to be found, but none of this crap of finding a red box, getting all excited, and just grabbing a photon drop. The worst part about PSO. Anyways, yeah, so we're just whooping some ass. Just going through the game. Just going to stream this real quick, hopefully finish out this quest and go to work, so not too much going on here, just an intro to PSO and what's going on. I'm going to be doing a few of these streams. Sometimes you'll see me streaming some of my bros. You might see them every now and again. That it's pretty random depending on when I can get on, when they can get on. So not really a set schedule there. But that's the plan, just to stream out the PSO experience. Hopefully get some, bring some more American attention to this incredible game. I mean, Sega's put a lot of work into it, and well, if this is the finished product, I can't wait to see the American version if we ever get one. And I'm assuming Sega's going to make an American version anyways. I mean, look at PSO. The PSU and PSP still made some splashes out here in the US, although not as much as in Japan, I'm assuming, considering how they still do a lot of PSP stuff there. Well, PS Vita now, I guess. But they just having a bigger community there, people willing to play those games on those consoles. So we'll see. Just got my hopes up, I guess, and we'll see if Sega delivers. If you ever have any questions, just comment, post, whatever. And yeah, I'll try to answer as many questions as I can and see what we can do. If you wanna download PSO2, you might want to look at the guide on Kotaku. They have a guide on installing the game, installing the English patch, and how to survive having to go through a Japanese CAPTCHA. Like, it's pretty brutal, but it's totally worth it. I mean, it took me like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to do a single CAPTCHA. Had to do it twice actually. Uh, so it took me a couple minutes to get through it, but it's not that hard. It's pretty easy to do, and you actually get quite a few American players here, or at least English-speaking players, so it's pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Here's the boss. We're gonna whoop him real quick. Bring him up, do the damage, come back down. The cool thing here that I think I wish they would have done in the other PS games is your photon arts, which are those uppercuts. They recharge automatically when you auto attack. Like, as you can see, the bar in the bottom left, the PP bar, it's full just by auto attacking, nothing big. And I can just pick them up, refill, do it again. It's awesome. It's a great system. As you can see there as well, I just killed a boss. The extermination order came down, so I just exterminated with no prejudice, and, well, all's well that ends well. There's the end of the mission, and that's all there is to it. You just follow missions, you get back to the ship, you get rated, you get S ranks, so they give you extra money, sometimes extra experience for items. Last couple things I want to show real quick before we sign off is you can, once you're done, this is the little camp ship. It's like, as you can see, not out in space, it's like in the clouds above the area that you're hunting in. You can actually go to this yellow counter and just keep taking all of your next quests, which is a lot more streamlined. It also shows you how many party members over here on the little thing, a lot of your different information, levels, etc. It's pretty awesome. You can also have your levels. I guess I want to add some replay value to Forest 1, more than it already has. Anyways, and you can see all the information here. And as you can see, the English patch covers a lot. Like, this would all be in hiragana and the other Japanese alphabets. So you can see here it's a pretty big difference with the Japanese patch. Again, not necessary, but some of the critical things that makes it a lot easier to get around are translated. And it's updated pretty regularly, so just it's a great thing to follow along. Here is the drinks menu I was talking about. The you have your Shifta, the band, premium and Zenny base, or I think it's still Zenny, I don't remember. HP boost and your PP boost. So you can get a lot more boost, especially right out the gate with premium stuff. But oh, that's your partner counter. But it's not really required. I mean, I haven't even bought a single one yet. My buddies haven't bought a single one yet. Sometimes it's nice to use a shift or the band boost, just $150, whatever. Pretty nice. It's pretty straightforward and really, really nice. You can even buy the items if you want, but they're more expensive. So it kind of makes a big difference. As you can see, most of the items are not translated, but I'm not too surprised. I mean, most veteran PSO players know what's going on. You have your mono mate, dimate, trimate, revive, I believe. You have your telepipe, shift of the band, and then whatever the hell these are. So it's pretty straightforward. Telepipe, and just a bunch of other items for your healing and status effects. Really good stuff. I mean, with this much work, with all the custom content there is in the Japanese version, I don't really know if they'll make an English version, which is what I'm hoping for that they do. But it's kind of hard seeing them do the whole ad campaigns, premium content. I mean, we're in the US, come on. Who here ever said, yeah, let's go with more paid for content? Nobody, so. Anyways, completed the quest for this guy. Congratulations, and in the order. Give me stuff, he's a tool, yay. That's just the straightforward PSO stuff. This tells you also some more quests or important things you can do. So if you ever want to kind of get around. There we go. Did a bunch of quests, completed. And you get more rewards. So it's a lot more rewarding. I mean, I've done hundreds or thousands of forest runs and all sorts of that. And this style, the add-ons they've made onto the PSO2 really makes it more, how to put it, a lot more playable Yeah, switch in order. Yeah. So weapon switching. This is a quick tangent. You have your 3 sets. You can probably get more from what I'm aware of, but you can also go unarmed if you want. And there are photon arts with it. I can't really show them here in the lobby, but just an uppercut. And then you have this is actually the I forget the name of this class. Can I believe it? It's a Braver. Braver, you get katanas, which are awesome. They're really fast. And you also get a gun, which is pretty strong. You get your pretty tough guns and your photon arts. Pretty nice stuff. I prefer the Braver over just your normal Humar, Hunter, Ranger stuff. It's a new class, and I like katanas more than I do sabers and longswords. But that's just my personal preference. All the original PSO stuff is there, like hunters, long swords, normal swords, casts, obviously, Newmans, and no beasts, which I'm kind of glad. I never liked the beasts. As you can tell, my hair is awesome. Lots of customization on this game. Anyhow, so this is PSO2. I hope you all enjoyed and got a nice little starting glimpse. I'll be doing more of these broadcasts, so feel free to follow along. Either around noon Mountain Time, which is, I believe, 11 Pacific, or 1 and 2 p.m. respectively for Eastern Time, or all the way up to Eastern Time here in the U.S. That's pretty much what I'm kind of shooting for here. And also late nights between midnight and 3 a.m. at most on a couple days a week as well. That's all Mountain Time, so you have 1 less hour for Pacific, all the way up to 2+ hours on Eastern. So follow along. Feel free to follow and check out the game, leave comments, play along. If you ever want to play the game with us, we do play the game on Ship 2, Room 2 as well, I believe. And you can just find us there, add us, play with us, have a good time. It's a great game, party game. Hope to see you there. This is Donut signing out. Peace, guys.